Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to Last Dream World Unknown. For those of you that are still watching, thank you for watching. And I hope you're having a lot of fun. And I like to think that less people are watching because they looked at the game, thought it was awesome, and bought it for themselves. Were able to buy it for themselves. That is my hope. Oh, wrong one. We are going to head back to the Mercenaries Guild now and see what is going on now that we've completed this. And see what new adventures await. Now we can take the trade route again, thanks to them fixing the bridge. Heard that already. That's interesting. I hope that's just, it's getting dark. No, it's fire, and that was what I was afraid of. Well, that's not great, is it? Jeez, the port's messed up. Okay, what's going on? Here and there. You've returned to Rockwood in a time of great need for the guild and its members, friend. As a guild member and valiant defender of court, Ignis has a task for you. Please alert the World Council about Rockwood's tragic fate. They must organize against the destructive forces responsible for this travesty. You must obtain a ship from Niche at all cost. Rockwood's destruction has shown that nothing can stop this dark army. Firma, led by the World Council, must unite against this grave threat. Ignis may have something that could help the wise members of the World Council deduce the culprit behind Rockwood's destruction. The dwarf and I will lead these lone survivors to safety elsewhere once we've recovered from our wounds. Travel with great speed. Well, that's bad. Used to love mornings, so filled with the potential of the day, yet on this morning I awoke to the smell of smoke. See, Rockwood was the sunny home of my ancestors, but today I found it encased in darkness, black as midnight. Then I heard the terrible, terrible cries of war. My husband, startled from bed by the flames, rushed to gather our son. But it was too late. We stand here alive, but our hearts feel dark with death. Maybe I held the pauses too long there. I failed to move my family back to Estonia, and now there's nothing left for us here except nightmarish memories and regret. If we're lucky, perhaps we'll meet again within the mighty walls of Westonia. Unfortunately, the only ships traveling to Veer are sailing from Niche. No. The word diary, a delicate lock, stops you from prying into the private words of its owner. So we need to head to Veer? Goblin. Life trees still stand. Can't get to tree through Rockwood. Only find it through backpath. Want me to take you? No, I'm okay. If you need to go to the world tree, you can there. You believe it? Rockwood overrun? This town might have lasted 10,000 years, strong as innate stonework. But now, what sadness. I'll continue to protect these folk until I know they're safe. I wonder, who could possibly stand against such a powerful marauding force? Aye! Oh. The heavens wet black rain for 40 days and nights upon the loss of the first dwarven king, slain by the cruel demon Surt. The hearts of the dwarven people turned black with despair, and all hope seemed to perish with the beloved king. 1 second. Many wondered whether the Shroud of Darkness would ever lift from Zarta. Thought I saw something going on with the recording. Sorry. Looks to be fine. Okay, let's move on. Sleeping bag. Didn't need that. You're a great warrior, but we're forever in your debt. Sadly, we have little to offer you now except this knowledge. No army could stand against the dark forces that swept through Rockwood. It was good you were not here. Nothing could be done. All there is now is to hide and hope. Thank you again for your help. I owe you my life. Appears to be fast asleep. Mercenary ninja. Heart is sick with despair. Being an orphan was once a rarity. Now so many children have joined my fate, escaping into the woods surrounding Rockwood. I was on my way to the abandoned tunnel when I learned of the court assault. I immediately dashed back, but only to see dark smoke billowing over the horizon. Rockwood had been sacked in my absence. Mercenaries guild members who once guided me through a tumultuous child are now dead, and now I must become a guide and protector for the next generation. I shall now live in the shadows of Westonia, guarding the central pillar of civilization from the dark armies of the night to offer protection to what orphans remain. Onslaught was horrific. It's the best word I can use to describe the massacre that struck Rockwood. I barely survived, but I can't get the images nor sounds from my mind. Even the venerable Rockwood family, for whom the town was named, could not escape the fury of the assault. Rest here for free if you like. No, we're okay, I think. Yeah. The guild treasurer. Rockwood is in ruins. We must help. We were helpless against the horde that engulfed the town. We must rebuild so that we can combat this unknown evil. Terribly sorry, but with Rockwood destroyed, we won't be able to pay any of the guild rewards. See us in Theopolis, and we'll hopefully have our finances in order. Damn. So many good men and men dead at the hands of the horde that attacked. We barely escaped alive. Been trying to find our way back through the rubble, but it's simply too treacherous. Virgil found the solid artifact after the attack. I've wrapped the damn thing in cloth because touching it leads to odd behavior by the carrier. Dark artifact. When he found me, he had a dazed look in his eyes and then he charged me. We've been friends for over 40 years, so you can imagine, took me by surprise. The instant I knocked the artifact from his hand, he stopped and his apparent madness ceased. Not sure what to make of it, but surely this is an important clue. We're in no state to travel, therefore I'm entrusting that artifact to you. Must make haste to Westonia and show the World Council what we found. You'll have to travel into the belly of the beast, Niche, and acquire ship passage to North Bay on Orphos. From there, make your way to Westonia and show the World Council artifact. The World Council the artifact. Orphos. Orphos, which is to the west of here. So we're gonna have to go to Niche. Okay. And this is listed your help in investigating the savage beast that recently popped up across north to South Aldrin. Through every tumultuous decade, the guild's work must continue. It will discover the new reports for you for Tier 2 targets once we've established ourselves in Orphos. Okay. This is really, really sad. And whatever evil army did this, we'll pay. We'll pay. A strange artifact found after the destruction of Rockwood. Dark artifact. Okay. Fine. Let's go, Moa. Oh, that's the Dwarven Tunnel. I wonder if the enemies around here have changed. Light! Ooh. Complete Spiral Cave Dungeon. That's cool. I like that. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, not much different than the default. Which makes sense. Kind of what I expected. Oh man, even the mask. It looks like a ghost. That's cool. Okay. I'm gonna go with the light armor. Okay, I'm gonna see if the enemies around here have changed. So we'll get into a few fights, just to see, and then we'll hop on the Moa and keep going. Mutated slime, one-eyed arachnid. Okay, that's the same. Weak to fire, right? Fire 7! Well, the slimes aren't. Take 2,000! Aw, poison. Poison's bad. Poison will actually hurt. Cool. Okay. So it looks like the enemies are the same. Okay. Let's go. Now, they will know that we fought for court, right? Which means there's a good chance we fight our way through. I actually need some of these materials, so we'll take some fights on the way there. That's not great. Maybe take some fights on the way there. Which is good. I am glad with this encounter rate because I don't want to be fighting every 5 steps. One fight before we leave them. I said. A desert hybrid claw and a bullhorn. Okay, which way? This way. Okay. I have not, haven't played this in a few days. So we're gonna take the ferry, which we have money for. Stand 10K. Fine, here's your 10K. And if I get a boat, my own boat, I won't have to do this anymore. I'll just go myself. I'll just use our boat. Watch the cutscene? Yes. You step off the ferry, mulling over the sacrifice that led you here. Lost in your grieving for the cost you paid, 10K! You fail to notice the familiar signs of an impeding vision and fall flat on your face. Good job, me. Chapter 4, Exodus. Far into the mists of time. 100 years after the Paradise Tree's discovery. When I accepted this mission, I never could have imagined that this new world might harbor a source of immortality. It has been 100 years of awe and wonder, and our research has finally reached its conclusion. Conclusion? Or dead end? Carlisle, do you still doubt? Of course not. Our experiments infusing the tree's spirit energy into test subjects have eradicated all doubt as to their potential. There's still more to learn from the trees, but the universe is vast, and I agree with Emperor Aldous that wisdom grows with ever expanding exposure. Say that 5 times fast. Ever expanding exposure. No, it's not too hard. The expanding exposure might get you if you say it really fast. Well spoken, Cendril. For our orders just came in today. We are to return to Avalon within a fortnight. It'll be difficult to say goodbye to Firma. After our century of research, however brief, it has begun to feel like home. Your thoughts mirror mine in that regard. I'll miss our daily routine here, and even our poignant discussions. In accordance with the Evolution Treaty, Firma has been scanned for sentient life and none was found. Therefore, pursuant to our secondary mission directive, we shall seed this fertile world with younger races prior to our departure. Will the Goblin race be included in the seeding? Yes, Cendril, your quad race proposal was accepted. Some among the council thought the races were too primitive to exist in harmony. However, your logical argument swayed the majority, and the motion passed 5-4. So 9. Motion had a casting vote? Was it Orion? Or you don't mean? Why, Cendril, I've never seen you go quite so pale before. Indeed, it was Emperor Aulus himself who cast the tie-breaking vote. Apparently, your appeal to coexistence and equality was very moving. I offer my congratulations, Cendril. A casting vote by the Emperor himself is no small accomplishment, but we must hurry and begin phasing in the young races. Your design calls for placing the elves first, then the dwarfs soon after. Exactly. With haste, after a few thousand years, the humans will be populated onto Firma, and finally, a few thousand years thereafter, goblins. Let's get to work. Meanwhile, on the slopes of Mount Agni and downwind of the Great Paradise Trees, they evolve. They begin evolving. South Aldrin Ferry. No sentient life. Not exactly right about that, were they? Okay, now let's not get lost. Left. Green dragons! Thunder 7! And attack. So some green dragon scales. Keep crossing bridges. Tortured tree and green dragon. Fire 8. Because we may have to trying to not use too much MP, because we may have to fight our way through town. That is a possibility. We'll get an osmosis in. Okay, even with not minus preemptive, it was minus agility. Never mind. Alright! Hi, I need to buy a... Just get attacked. Try to be all nice. Hi, I want to buy a boat! Did you just hear this huge charge come from Niche here? Hi. Halt. Who goes there? Smith. Hi. Wait, I recognize you from court. You're a goblin lover and protector. Guards! Oh, well, so much for just sneaking in and doing this the easy way. You're the monster who helped defend that cesspool called court. Eager general, jaded veteran. Prelate, what do you want us to do with them? Aye. Don't let that filth escape. Prelate of public sentiment. Yes, sir! You dare show your face in Niche? Yeah, I just wanted to try to buy a boat, you know, do it very sneaky-wise, but now I'm just gonna have to fight my way through. This maggot needs to be crushed beneath our boot heels. There's a lot of you, more than I thought. Fellow Nestrians, today our blade shall run red with the blood of our enemies! You know, we can just talk this out. Prepare to die, goblin lover! Fine! Captains and Lieutenant. Be that way. Oh yeah, it has the one-turn warm-up. Zeal? Human shield. Sleeping darts. And Thunder 8. Just some piano keys going on. Asleep? Any of you? Bonebreaker, nope. Deep Slice, ow. The bleed's gonna hurt way more than they are. Oh, you got a lot of HP though. Rain of Death. Regen. I need to try to counteract the bleed somehow. Fire 8. It won't heal near enough, but... Sever. That's right, hit me. Do you cure... No. You don't cure bleed. Bleed's a really nasty status effect, looks like. Holy Cleanse does, right? You cannot remove bleed states, never mind. Cure 4. Annihilation. Take 12k. And then went to Captain. Osmosis. Okay, Septemple Stab. Rain of Death. Cure. And we'll cast Thunder 8 again. Septuple stab. That's... you're dead. Can we just go buy a boat now? Is there no mercy? You defend those unworthy swine in court, then slay our finest soldiers in our homeland? What do you want? A boat? A ship? You'll never get ship passage in this town. Be my guest to visit the port. It'll be my pleasure to see them spit in your face. Escort this vermin to the harbor. Come with me, filth. They're just knocked out, it's fine. The smells of the sea fade as visions of an alien world envelop you. Unaware of your present surroundings, you force your eyes downward and lean drunkenly against a nearby mooring, hoping to avoid notice. Chapter 5. Hanging by a Thread. Far into the mist of time. I feel like there was a better way to do that. Oh well. Like, without the bloodshed. Well, had to get there somehow. Welcome, Amadeus. We now have quorum. Orion, you may begin. Thank you, Emperor. All glory to your immortal rule. Spaceship? Chief Senator. Fellow Veneer, the reports from Firma are troubling. The young races that we left to prosper are being massacred by a race of unknown identity. Even more troubling is the lack of otherworldly contact. All signs point toward the alien race being indigenous to Firma. Amadeus, how is this possible? Amadeus. All protocols were followed. There were no sentient life when we departed Firma. There's a gap in our understanding, for I am at a loss to explain this, and he's the chief scientist. Regardless of the cause, we must answer this barbarian force with the full might of the Veneer military. If there is any dissent, raise it now. Chief Economist, may I remind you all of the cost of a full-scale military campaign? Soldiers' wages, weapons, food, other supplies. And there's the money person talking. I agree, we must not stand idly by while a younger race is slaughtered, but there is a significant cost to defend them. I propose we postpone all observational follow-up missions to the Terran planet to offset the cost of this war. So be it. Any others? This force sounds unlikely to respond to traditional diplomacy. I agree we must show our strength. However, I fear that the treaty may cause us to stumble. It seems this invading force is the true native race of Firma. Must not we then transfer the 4 races we embedded to some other world and leave Firma to the natives? Amadeus, gather Terrell and Corel and report to the ruling council. Present all your information on the trees of paradise. I want to know by nightfall if we can reasonably assume that these invaders evolved at an accelerated rate after you left. Right away, Emperor. Fendar, I leave all war preparations under your command. Ready the military for a full-scale attack within a lunar sweep. The young races will not survive much longer according to the latest reports, and regardless of how the treaty binds us, we will first have to defend them. Yes, Emperor Aulus, I will begin immediately. Rest of you are dismissed. Rise, was that truly necessary? The nescient creatures of Firma that we seeded for invaluable scientific discovery may burn to ash while we ruminate on the particulars of the evolutionary treaty. The evolutionary treaty is a great success of Veneer culture. While our technology may eventually fade into the annals of history, the treaty will live on in the form of 100 coexisting worlds of great biodiversity. Be that as it may, this delay in action befuddles our elders and disenchants our youth. The treaty will live on, yes, but as a great stranglehold on efficient action. May history remember your role kindly when the cogs of Vanir society are smashed under the assault of a native race that rises beyond the Vanir. Meanwhile, on Firma. Your Majesty, the city is flooded with refugees, many of whom will starve if certain decisions are not made soon. I understand. Military issue has taken precedence. The horde approaches and will be upon us by the end of the week. Yes, Your Majesty, these are trying times. If I may be so bold, would you bestow upon me the royal authority to make decisions for the refugees? Human and elf refugees are living in terrible conditions. Human and elfin refugees are living in terrible conditions throughout our grand city. The dwarves have already taken up and fled for the mountains, and the goblins seem ready to flee at the earliest opportunity. Surely our duty binds us to spare even our scraps of food and remaining lodgings for them. I'm afraid not. The royal army already struggles to feed itself, and Idris is currently drafting every able-bodied citizen to serve in its defense. In our defense. If the defense fails, it'll be the end of civilization. Our duty binds us more painfully than you think, for while the plight of the refugees is dire, it cannot be a priority. And yet, my lord... My lord, I have important news. Leave us, Marith. Yes, my lord. What news do you bring? Scouts have returned with estimates of the enemy forces. They number more than 100,000 warriors. Bloodied circles of hell. My exact sentiment, my lord. If every able-bodied human, goblin, and elf joined our cause, we might approach 50,000, but most of them would be untrained commoners. These walls are strong. They may yet hold, and every citizen with a bow is a point in our favor. Keep bolstering the numbers of the army. Yes, my lord. I will employ those unable to fight as Fletchers to bolster our supply of arrows for the impending siege. Very good. Depart at once. I will not let elven civilization fall on my watch. We shall stoke the embers of hope by fighting this vile force with every measure of our strength. Just striking it rich at the Westonian casino. I thought I'd vacation in Niche, but no one told me they could be waging civil war on their neighbors in court. Anxiously waiting for my protection detail to arrive from Estonia. Men of my wealth certainly can't travel alone. Our markup is 100% legal! Jeez. I will pick the lock. Black hole bomb. Perhaps the guild will realize that the goblins are the mongrels that we claim. They've destroyed Rockwood and they'll come for us next. I'm pretty sure the goblins did not do that. If the goblins did do it, maybe they were under the dark artifact influence. Hiding from the captain while the rest of the crew loads goods destined for North Bay. Hey! Things are going well so far. If I could stay under the radar for a few more days, I might actually get a bit of rest. Well, that's sadly not going to happen. I need a boat. First Nation, now Rockwood, have been attacked by a mysterious force. Nictians claim it must have been the goblins. Could they truly have done something on such a massive scale? Trip to North Bay can't come soon enough. Gotta escape this chaos. Can I steal this boat? Garce detected us. Oh well. Sleeping darts. Oh, two of them are asleep. At least until hit with Thunder 8. Oh, then they woke up. Sad. Ice 8. Boy, they're picking on Gwen. Okay, maybe I can finish this with septuple stab. Maybe fire 8. You know how much it does. Fire 8. That's enough. What's in the treasure chest? Electric blast bomb. Just a bomb. That's that. I mean, this ship has cannons. There are still some fish caught in the netting. Take them? I didn't even get the option, so the answer is yes, I guess. We'll It said take them with a question mark, and it was like it was supposed to give me an option, but yeah, I didn't get one. Hello, would you be willing to sell your ship, or at least take me to North Bay? What's that? You're looking for passage to Veer? Hell no! I know a goblin lover when I see one. Threatening violence will do no good. You'll be sailing this ship east over my dead body. This can be arranged. Don't think you can kill me and command my crew. Okay. Every man here is loyal to a fault. None are friend to goblins. Your kind makes me wretch. And I'm not above being bought. But I'm not above being bought. Grant me a sum of 20 years' pay and I'll sell you my other ship. That's 500k. Ah! Lest I be accused of being unreasonable. I also recognize redemption. Destroy the goblin village on the island to the south of Niche, and I'll declare you changed. Now get out of my sight. Hold on. I'll be back. Sure, some oath would be sent to warn the High and Mighty World Council about Rockwood. Debates will ensue. Resolutions will be proposed. Denunciations made. Meanwhile, the ruins of Rockwood will continue to smolder. There is much to admire in people of action. Might you be such a person? Or are you perhaps a lowly messenger generating nothing more than bureaucratic brouhaha? Niche is strong, but can it fight a war on two fronts? Is the army that attacked Rockwood working with the goblins? Is there nowhere safe outside Veer? You! Goblin lovers, how misguided you've been! Rockwood's grandeur has now succumbed to the vile goblin onslaught! That's not what we were told! Repent for your grave misdeeds and join in our noble opposition to their foul desires! Fight now for the survival of humans, and your sins shall be forgiven! You should fight for humanity! By joining up with everybody! Can I just cut him down and then... No? Not an option? Fine. I need 500k. I'm not gonna destroy the goblin place. That's not happening. We don't even know where it is. He said to the south? I didn't see a goblin outpost to the south. Just... Fishing is the one thing that could soothe great loss. A perch. Red snapper. Almost. Perch. Tuna. Okay. That's gonna do it for this episode. I was trying to think. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. My choices have caused me to either A, destroy a goblin village, which I really don't want to do, or B, scrounge up 500k. One way or another. Now, your actions may cause you to find a different route than all this, which is what's really fun. I'm gonna search around on the world map for a little bit for that run car place, see if I can go there without attacking and see if maybe we can figure out something there. Anyway, the fun adventure continues next time. Until then, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.